Good afternoon, everybody. It's Stephen and Paul from WinExtra bringing you your daily brief for December the 13th. I'm a little under the weather, but what?
You were doing so well until you went with the thumbs up because you finally got it right. 57 episodes in.
Yes.
But
no, I'm not. I'm actually kind of lucky. I'm up doing this thing because I should be headed back to bed any time. Anyway, how you doing, Paul?
I'm good. I'm like yourself. I'm still ill, but I'm not as badly ill as you are today. But thankfully, we've got a lot of interesting news to get through today, Microsoft related. So we've got a full slate. So I think maybe we should get kicking, really.
But you've got a really nice, comfortable chair to be doing it in.
I've got a lovely, comfortable chair. Yeah,
nice,
far better than the one I've had up until now. So,
all right. Anyway, from the category we thought they were dead but came alive again, only to die again, we have Verizon giving kin owners new phones.
Yeah, this story was sent to me this morning by my wife. It appeared on our friend Sean Piani's site, Techno Buffalo. And basically what it boils down to is Verizon is now giving away new phones to kin owners because Microsoft killed off the kin. And as such, all related services to the kin, you know, the really cool web services that made the kin worth having are going to be, according to WP Central anyway, discontinued as of January 31st, 2011. Which, of course, is going to leave a lot of kin owners sort of, you know, with a phone that is good for browsing the web and good for texting and messaging and all that sort of stuff, but not doing a lot of the features that it was originally sold for. But this begs the fecking question. Why the hell did Verizon start selling them again when they knew this was coming?
Well, you know, an interesting little side note to this. I was listening to Paul Thurrott on This Week in Windows, and he said he gave his son one of these phones, and the kid loved it. And all his friends wanted one. He says it's perfect. Where has this phone been all my little old life? You know? So obviously...
Well, you see, that makes me raise issue with something that Sean said in the post, in fact, which is where he says that Verizon is the carrier that got saddled with this disaster. So now they're offering free 3G phones to those who wish to switch. But Verizon itself is more than complicit in the failure of kin because of the pricing and the plans and the data plans that they introduced, and even with when they started selling the kin again, the new data plans that they introduced were still too high for a phone that is aimed at the teenage or non-smartphone user market.
I know it's dumb, but anyway. So once more, we play taps.
So.
For the kin.
Long live the kin. The kin is dead.
Yes. Okay. This next story, it caused you and I to have a little bit of a discussion pre-show, but apparently a group of companies, Microsoft included, are forming what is called joining something called Fair Search for a fight against Google. Now, the background on this is that there's a company called ITA Software, and their principal service is they provide results for travel search, for Microsoft Bing, for Kayak. You name it out there, somebody is using, or the majority of them are using ITA software for the results. Mm-hmm. And Google is on the warpath
to acquire them.
Yes. And my first reaction is no. Bad move, not a good idea.
Yeah, but your reaction is based on what? Okay, first off, folks, if you ever tried anything like Expedia, all right, it's more than likely that ITA search is what is actually powering that. But ITA isn't the only player in the market. They just happen to be the best player in the market.
Exactly, but by doing that, my point was, given that they are the provider for the majority of travel sites out there. All right? I don't believe they should be owned by a company that competes in the same marketplace with other companies that uses that same data. At some point, there's either going to be a conflict of interest, or Google is going to shut the other companies out, because if they got the opportunity, they can do it. They can slow down the results. They can do whatever they want. They could make results primary to Google. I don't trust Google in this one. I really don't.
You know, I honestly do think this is a lot of fear mongering, a lot of stupidity. It's not like there's other search engines there's not other search engines in the market that these sites can't turn to. And basically what their argument is you know what, Google, we don't want you to buy who we're getting our service from. Well, they have no right to tell the company that they're getting their service from, who can and can't buy them. If I'm maintaining your website, or if I'm doing some other job for you and I have a contract with you, and you have no right to tell me who can and can't buy my company.
Yeah, we see the same. Okay, let's put it this way.
Look, there's enough companies here that have enough skill between them. If they really, really have a problem with Google buying this, they can go ahead and either create their own or buy one of the alternatives out there and improve it. With the might of people like Microsoft behind this, there's no reason why they can't do it. And I'm very have to kind of ease in on the side of Google on this when I see some of the things. Like, for example, Adam Kovacevic, I can't even pronounce his name, Kovacevic, Google's senior manager for global communications and public affairs, came out and said, look, there's no surprises in the companies that are lining up against this lawsuit, to petition against this happening. Microsoft is their largest competitor and lobbies regulators against everything they do. Found them. We've reported on Found Them before, maybe not on this show, but on different sites. Found Them has been trying to go after Google one way or another for years because they didn't like their rank in the Google search results. And they've been too stupid to fix it. You know? Just look through a lot of the list of the people who are filing against this. There's nothing wrong with Google coming into this market. Nothing.
Well,
it's not going to create an antitrust position. It's just that people have a fear of Google, like people had a fear of Microsoft back in the day.
Oh.
But you know what? There's enough big players in this market that they can launch their own competing product. There are other competing products.
We'll chalk this one up to one that you and I disagree on. But
we always disagree on stuff.
But oh, there's your video. Your video's cutting in and out, but it's okay. Yeah. One area where I think we both do agree, though, is this nonsense that's been going around now. We got two stories that tie into this. The first from Benzinga, whatever that is, and the other one from TechFlash. And the first one, CNET won't help Microsoft's bottom line, and Goldman Sachs predicts tough times ahead for Microsoft in 2011.
Yeah, Goldman Sachs is predicting, one analyst at Goldman Sachs, okay, is predicting tough times ahead. Her name is Sarah Fryer. And basically her argument is coming down to, you know what, we don't have a competitor in the tablet market yet, and that Windows Phone 7 is not doing as amazingly well as everybody would want. So Microsoft is basically screwed in 2011. Despite the fact that they didn't have a tablet in 2010, and they didn't have Windows Phone 7 pretty much in 2010, and they still had a record year.
Yes. Awesome
but
stuff.
That's another story.
Yes.
And then you get fools. Honestly, I hate to use the word fools, but whoever wrote this article on Benzinga is apparently the trading idea network. And they're basically saying there's the fact that Microsoft has sold 2.5 million units already worldwide of Kinect, and they're planning to, sell 5 million prior this year, up to and including Christmas. He's saying that, even if they sell 10 million, it's not going to, it would only represent 2% of Microsoft's total revenue. So it doesn't help their bottom line. Of course, having strong Kinect sales, doesn't help anybody's.
No.
Utter BS. But then you get the story that comes out of All Things Digital, Digital Daily, and you get like Xbox Kinect's bombastic bombers $2 billion blowout. And basically what it boils down to is the 2.5 million Kinects that have already been sold, and basing up to an estimate of 5 million, okay? Not the 10 million that they were previously talking about, okay? Is due to bring in $2 billion in revenue, not just through sales of Kinect itself, but through the ecosystem of, people buying new Xboxes, more people renewing their Xbox Live because of Kinect, more game sales, and basically the thing, staying popular and selling more. So I did a few bit of tabletop math, back of the matchbook math. And whereas the previous article we talked about had said that, 10 million Xbox or Kinect sold would only account for 2% of Microsoft's bottom line. Well, just on the 5 million sold, I've worked it out that, and based on the numbers in this Digital Daily article, that it would be 2.9% of Microsoft's bottom line. So whatever somebody is smoking, they're doing the wrong thing.
But the best thing about that article on all that Digital Daily, the best thing is the graphic.
Yeah, I wonder if they even copped this on when they found this graphic and put it in there. I don't think they did.
What it is, folks, is you've got two people playing Kinect, all right? A man
Put
and
it
a
up
woman.
on the screen for everybody to see.
Yeah. But you got a man and a woman playing that river rafting thing, and the guy is Steve Ballmer.
Somebody has photoshopped Ballmer's head into the image, and I don't think they realized. If they did, fair juice to them. Somebody's obviously got a sense of humor, but it gave us a cheap giggle.
Okay, just a couple quickies. Australia is largest telco is going to be switching email to using Windows Live.
Yeah, now for both, we're talking about DSL subscribers here, and what most of you who do have a DSL line will know is that when you sign up with a subscriber, they usually give you a free email address. So you'd have, I don't know, like Stephen Hodson at Telstra.com or whatever the case may be. But they're switching all theirs to Windows Live, which means that there's 2.2 million DSL subscribers are going to end up getting Windows Live email addresses, which is a nice boost to the Windows Live number. And that's more people that are being drawn into the Windows into the sort of Windows, sorry, just got a message, into the Windows Live ecosystem of Messenger and everything else that goes around with that.
Now, this next story, I had a chance to play with it. It's out of the Microsoft Research Labs. You play with it as well, Paul. It's called Montage.
Yeah, I played for it for like 5 minutes prior to the show because that's when I came across it. And basically what it is this is out of Fuse Labs. We'll probably never see this as a real product, and I won't be sad if we don't. But at the moment, it's a novelty, a cool novelty, whereby you go, follow the link in the show notes, and you put in your search terms. And what happens is that the search engine, powered by Bing, returns all the search terms along with images, and it's put together like a photo album. Yeah. Now, I tried with my own name, and I didn't get a single result for me, which was rather strange, but I did get a lot of crap about the Steelers. I tried with WinExtra, and I got some very disturbing images altogether. And the only sort of... At the moment, this really only seems to work if you're going to do big ticket searches like, Steve Ballmer, Steve Jobs, Microsoft, Google, that sort of thing.
The one I did it on was WikiLeaks. And got a lot of... Actually, it was really good. I liked it a lot.
I just couldn't see myself consuming information in this kind of a format. It's
it's reminiscent of what's that one that everybody's getting all hot about now? Is that Flipboard or Flip whatever?
Yeah, it is kind of Flipboardish. Yeah, but it's still not, because it's an image and a article.
Yeah.
It's not really content the way you want it.
Yeah.
But as a sort of proof of concept, looking at, because everything that happens in Fuse Labs is just basically, it's a glimpse into how Microsoft are thinking, how they're doing, how the guys working over there on the search engine teams are doing experiments and trying to find new ways for us to interact. So it's a nice glimpse into what's going on. I like it in that sense, but I couldn't see myself using it right now.
The last story of the night is apparently, I guess, the Windows Phone Really commercials have been voted as part of the top 5 for 2010 by Time.
Yeah, my question to that is, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Really? Seriously? Anyway,
no, this is a great ad.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Very cool we've talked a lot about the Microsoft advertising campaign, how it was and wasn't working over the past couple of months, and a little bit of justification for Microsoft the next time we're bitching at them and tell them to Microsoft that their advertising department, their marketing department has their heads up their collective butts. I guess we have to shut up saying that now for a little while, considering this ad into the top 5 for 20.
We'll play the show out with the ad just to refresh your memory. But on that note, this calls an end to today's Daily Brief for December the 13th. And that's been Paul. I've been Steve. And we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you again tomorrow, folks. Have a good one.
Take care.
Really?
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 It's time for a phone to save us from our phones. New Windows Phone, designed to get you in and out and back to life.